everybody, this is Make It Better, and today we're doing What If Deku Had Nightmares Part 20. Now, last time we left off was where Zuko and Stain was fighting each other. And it's very, well, going back and forth on the fighting and... oof, shit. Oh shit. Oof. Oh god. Right now I'm driving on a detour road and now I get why it's on detour, being detoured. Shit. It didn't show the signs at all, so I thought it was like clear. Man. Alright, I'm back on the good road. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it in there. I don't give a crap anymore. But, as they're fighting against each other, Zuko, with his outfit, it's numbing the pain. It's not really defending any of the actual blades. But Saiyan is getting a little more carried away and believes this thing was meant to withstand its blade, so he goes harder. Zuko actually started to feel some pain and is bleeding from all of this, but instead of blood, it's actually a nightmare. By this whole time, Ida looks over, tries to move, but he can't. So Zuko assumes that he's trying to just take care of himself. A few fighting going back and forth, and somebody finally comes in. They throw a huge blast of ice towards them, which Zuko dodged immediately out of the way, and well, Stain got hit in the back by these ice shards. After all of that, Zuko and Todoroki are finally meet. Todoroki asked why he had to give a very vague instructions to your location. Zuko apologized for that, but it was the fastest way he can do it. So who's this? Zuko answered it's Stain, the hero killer. He explained that Ida is hurt and that other guy, Manuel, is passed out from bloodlust. Zuko asked him if he could cover up his wound, which Todoroki immediately do, and Stain, not letting them have a chance, start to attack Todoroki, but Zuko interjects this and punch him to the wall. And mind you, he's at 5%, almost making to 7%. And at this point, Stain is going to do some more tricks, and it's going to go along with right when Todoroki finally finished his ice covering up whatever wound is making it bleed out. Oh my god. This is basically why I'm not doing many videos. Anyway, Zuko and Todoroki are fighting against him with a plan. All the way up, like in canon, all the way up till not even Ida. He's still down and, well, scared. Zuko and Todoroki punch him at opposite directions, forcing him to go straight down. And when he finally hits the floor and his hands are, well, somewhat broken, Zuko giving him the final blow of his nightmare. He dropped one single of his nightmare, just a small drop, onto the hero killer's face, getting seeped through in their skin. And all the physical pain that Zuko gone through during the fight, Stain is now feeling it. Whatever pain that Zuko felt from the Nomus earlier is now Stain feeling all of that pain. Zuko has found a way to choose what the Stain is gonna go through. And after that initial pain, all the way where the brain itself believes it's getting taken in, Zuko put another drop. And this one shows some very muscle tearing kind of feeling, which Stain established are just being yelled at over and over that you're not good enough, you're not good enough, in a dark room, and somebody's quirk activated and pulling off his limbs to a point where it's starting to tear muscle. And Stain is not taking this easy. He is feeling all the pain. Now, after all of this, they take him and handcuff him. Stain is still passed out, and when he finally woken, he actually passed out. He couldn't take it anymore. Zuko takes Stain, and Todoroki takes Manuel and Ida at the same time. When Stain finally passed out, his quirk finally wore off, which gave Ida enough time to get up and, well, get covered by his wounds by Todoroki's ice. And Manuel, and help out Manuel, of course. Now, this goes on examining canon that Gran Torino hits Zuko. Everybody's somewhat surprised that these kids actually took down the hero killer. And now, over to another scene where they're now over at the hospital. Well, actually, I was planning to skip over it, but nah, I'll give it something. As they were getting him, well, the hero killer Stain in the police car, a Nomu flying towards the crowd of heroes, grab onto Zuko. Zuko, somewhat still wearing his outfit, let the outfit seep through into the creature's feet. As it did, the creature is now starting to remember the pain of its past abusers, and then Zuko's pain. And then that point was the breaking point. Whatever mental state it had completely disappeared, and that gave Zuko felt a loosen up on one side. So he grabbed onto that side, ripped off whatever it was connected, and start, well, using an air blast of sorts towards the Nomu and punching it out of the sky, actually breaking one of his wings and not able to fly correctly. By this time, it starts to free fall and down, and he's around 10 stories up, so it's kind of high. Endeavor took the chance, used his lance, and struck the Nomu down, giving Zuko enough time to push himself away, off to going straight down to the ground. And when he finally hit it, luckily he covered his whole body with the black liquid. It numbed the pain, but he felt it. He felt the push. Moving on, after all that, Todoroki was fine. Ida is hurt, and when Zuko finally released his quirk, it shows no damage, no scratch marks, nothing. So he was actually free to go, but he was told to stay a while to talk with the head chief. As the head chief talk about everything on how, well, reckless everything you guys have done. You should have never faced the hero killer, and that for on the books. But off record, you guys did great. You can't have the credit, but you guys did great. Which Zuko basically tells them that you're not here for the credit, just to save people. This was fast, the timing. Oh, here we go. One. What's new? Ooh. Now, after that, Todoroki asked Ida what his plan was for if we weren't there, and Ida gave this half-ass, barely an answer to this question on how he's gonna do it. Zuko talks and said, for being the smartest in the class, you're very stupid when it comes to some important things. Which Ida kind of had to sit there and take it because it was all true. He has no real plan to do it. Which Zuko asked him another question. Do you know what it really feels like to not be able to do anything? Which is, Ida said yes. My brother he won't be able to walk anymore. He won't be able to be a hero anymore. And he's kind of like somewhat crying, but not fully. And Zuko said, that's not good enough. As he rubs his hands together, forming a ball. And it's the black liquid, of course, Nightmare. And Zuko asked him, do you truly want to know what it really feels to not be able to do a single thing? And Ida asked Zuko what is he going to do to him. Zuko tells him, do you really want to know? After this happens, you might see me in a different light. And he feels like that, Ida feels like he has to take this. Something is telling him that he has to take this punishment that Zuko is trying to give. And Zuko, during all of this, is just standing there with the black orb. And this holds all the information of his backstory. From when he was 1, well, actually at the very beginning, till when he was 5. And Ida said, if I do take this, will I change in a different way? And Zuko said, maybe. If you have the right enough sense, might make you a better person. But this one is more of your choice. And Ida said, okay, I'm ready. As Zuko put the orb onto Ida's hand, Ida, seeing the orb, the black ooze, not being like liquid, but more like a paint. And, well, he's starting to live through every single year and day and hour of how it feels to be worthless, weak, and worst of all, to see Zuko feeling all of this pain, knowing all of this pain, and when he finally awakens, is terrified and shaken to a point where he is not responding to anybody speaking to him at that moment. And that's, I'm going to end the video. Thank you for listening. Bye.